Hello everyone. I made 2 Hollow Knight OCs that I'm really proud of, so I'd just like to explain them, I suppose. This is Lissy. And she's a Ulysses butterfly. I'm very great at names. And she comes from a distant land, away from Hollow Nest, and up in the surface, somewhere. And she's pretty tall. I haven't gotten the height measurements all that accurate, but she's pretty tall. And the cool thing about her is that she has these really beautiful blue wings, but normally she just looks like any other. I think that she's pretty. There's not much else to say, I guess. Here's some more information about her. My fan theory, I guess, is that Lissy came to Hollow Nest looking to explore it, as if she was a tourist, looking at an old, forgotten town. She gets there, she doesn't have much energy, so she just looks like a pretty unremarkable bug, I suppose, because she has her wings wrapped around her, and you can't really see the beautiful blue colors, but sort of these muted colors. And she comes in asking the player for currency, because the banker, I think it's Millibell, won't accept foreign currency. And if you do that, then Lissy will go a few different places. You might sit on the bench with her. She'll be at Green Path recharging herself, which I'll explain in a second. Also, her face isn't a mask. It kind of looks like it, but she can change expression, she can open and close that mouth, and everything else. Her antennae can shift around and stuff. Onto her magic. She doesn't use soul. That's pretty obvious because of the light blue particles. And she doesn't quite use lifeblood either. I guess it's sort of like that. And she can do some things with it. She can make her wings glow or make stuff glow so that she can see better. And here, she's showing it off. She's opening up her wings, and that freezes the attacker she's trying to save herself from. So she's a bit OP. I guess that sort of makes her like grim. But she is quite mortal. It takes a lot of time for her to do powers like that, like in Hollow Nest especially. She's like somewhere between grim and a regular bug, let's just say. Next up is Touche. Now, Touche has a pretty sad backstory, of course. They have a pretty sad backstory, as most vessels, and, she was obviously one of the failed ones, the ones that didn't make the cut for the Pale King. And what the Pale King did was summon a bunch of soul weaponry, I suppose, cut into the nail, and then pushed in until it exploded into a flurry of shards. And that's Touche's weapon. Like these little naillets, nail shards. And she can throw them, and she can use soul. She can use soul to levitate items. I think I said how heavy those items were. As heavy as nails, I think. And this is a backhand. Wow, very cool. I stole it from Leafy. And this is her shade, that's it. It's her shade. And it has a little tear coming from it. Because, she did cry. They did cry. Just a drop of void. After getting rejected by the Pale King. Because she really wanted to help everyone. And she really has a lot of strong emotion. So that's why she decides to leave Hollow Nest and actually survives. I don't know how, really. And she grows pretty tall. Nowhere as near as the Broken Vessel, but I guess that's a given, because, you know, he did a lot of training, went a lot of places. She picked up Krill's blade near the Lake of Tears. She still has her nails, but she's sharpened them, so they're all, like, sort of uniform. And better use of soul magic. She can retrieve items, and she's worked out this cool little thing that's sort of like a dream nail, and she can summon up a bit of soul, like focus soul, into her palm, and then if she touches someone, she sort of locks minds with them so they can, like, telepathically talk. And this is Touche's main way of talking to others. Of course, she can draw and write and stuff. She does have a thirst for knowledge, quite like me. And I won't say that everyone loves her, but it's just really weird for a vessel, because she really wants to talk and stuff, and she likes to draw. I think that Hornet, if she would actually be in Hollow Knight, Hornet would be very, very suspicious and or weirded out by Touche, because they are just really strange for a vessel. They think even more than Hollow Knight does, and quite eagerly. And I don't know, I just love them because they are cool. Like a height comparison. I know the knight isn't that tall. I'd shrink him down if I weren't drawing traditionally. That's it.